Okay, thank you for joining me. If you made it this far, you might consider yourself a music geek or a music dork like I am. And forgive me, you're going to hear the roosters and the turkeys going off. They're getting rehomed and they are not very happy about it as we speak. Okay, straight in to all of us music geeks and music dorks. If you can't sleep at night, watch this video. If you geek out on things, you might find some of what I'm about to say interesting. You probably have seen the song Aquarian Lullaby. That's why you're here. And I wanted to do some quick music analysis to provide some insight as to what I was thinking and how I crafted it. Okay, first off, the song is in the key of F major. I chose that key. I was going to do it in a different key, and I'll get to that, but I chose that key strictly because I'm a high tenor and I can sing high Bs. I can sing a high B flat and a high A most all day long. High B is getting a little bit up there for me. High C, again, I can sing it. It does not sound good. It sounds very strained and thin to my ear. But high B flats, high As, I can sing those. So I wanted to sing at the upper end of my range. That's why I chose the key of F major. I was going to use the key of E flat major because the key of E flat major has 3 flats to it. And being that this song is also in 3/4 time, the symbolism of having 3 flats among some other things, which I'll get to, I really liked that, but it didn't give me the opportunity of singing up at the upper register on the notes that I wanted to. I very much like the interval of the perfect 4th and the perfect 5th above the root. And when you sing that, and when I sing that or play that, the upper end of your register, to me, it communicates a lot. So I really like that perfect 4th, and singing that again on the B flat was why I chose to use the key of F major. If that makes no sense, then that's okay, because I'm probably confusing everybody. So this song is in the time signature of 3/4, and that means 3/4 notes. And that has that sort of waltz-like feel to it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And if you'll think back, there's a lot of sort of whimsical, beautiful motifs and musical compositions that have that to it. The Nutcracker Suite by Tchaikovsky is almost entirely in 3/4 or 6/8. Again, giving it that sort of mystical, mysterious feel to it, that sort of sweeping waltz feel to it, which I really like. And that's what I was going for, because the song is a lullaby for adults or a nursery rhyme for grown-ups. So I wanted to have that kind of swing to it. Interestingly, one of Mozart's better known compositions is in the key of E flat major, and that is Die Zauberflöte. Die Zauberflöte, excuse me. My friends who speak German are going to kill me for that. And that means the magic flute, and it's an opera. And actually, I sang in that opera many, many, many years ago. That has a lot of things in the key of in the time signature of 3/4, as well as being in the key of E flat major. Very waltz-like, very beautiful. So like I said, the majority of this song is in 3/4, but there are 2 movements or 2 sections where I go to 6/8. And for you music nerds, see if you can spot which ones those are. And I'll give you a hint. It's a syncopated 6/8, which means da 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 da. It has that feel to it versus just a straight 3/4 or 6/8. And for those of you that are asking, what's the difference between 3/4 and 6/8? 3/4 is 3/4 notes per beat. It's going, I'm sorry, 3/4 notes per measure. And essentially, it's just going to have 3 beats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Whereas 6/8 sounds like very much like a 3/4, but it has 2 distinct downbeats per measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 1 and the 4 are the distinct downbeats per measure. That's what makes it a 6/8. Carrying on with the same sort of symbolism and interesting interplay between musical ideas, at the end of the song, when I'm singing the words hallelujah, and it's in, again, the song's in 3/4. At the end of the song, oh my God. At the end of the song, when I'm singing the hallelujahs, you'll notice that I repeat certain musical ideas 3 times. There's several choral moments that I only repeat 3 times. That's very intentional, and yes, I'm patting myself on the back for that. And the last piece is this. Good Lord, I use every chord in the key of F major in this song. I use all of it. Yes, and Carson, I did use the E diminished chord briefly for a moment. It's a transitionary chord, but I did use it because I wanted to get it all in there. So F major, G minor, A minor, B flat major, C major, I lost my thought, where was I? D minor, and E diminished. For me, that was hard to do because I don't hear things, I'm not that skilled of a musician to hear things in a compositional way that way, but I was able to do it. And next time I do something like this, I was gonna do this in a mode, not in a major or minor key. I was gonna do, or major or minor scale. I was gonna do this in a mode, but I sort of chickened out at the end because I'm not that comfortable with doing modes. But the next time I do something like this, I will probably use a mode. And a mode is just like a scale. It's just going to be a little bit of a more limited range of notes, or just a slightly different arrangement of notes than your major or minor, your typical major or minor scales are going to be. Thank you for joining me. That's it. I just wanted to geek out with you. I'm proud of some of the musical ideas that I had, and I hope that by this point you're tucked into bed and about ready to fall asleep. In the next month or two, I'll probably be putting out another song. We'll see. Stay tuned for that. And until then, God bless.